Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to jump into a digital world that, let's be honest, looks a little scary from the outside, but is incredibly powerful once you know your way around. We're talking about the Linux command line. You've seen this before, right? That blinking cursor on a dark screen, it feels like something straight out of a hacker movie. And if you've ever felt a little lost just looking at it, you're not alone. It can definitely look like an empty void. But today, we're going to flip that script. The whole goal of this explainer is to take this intimidating screen and turn it into a landscape, a digital world that you can actually navigate and explore with confidence. And hey, every good explorer needs a map, so here's our plan. First, we'll get the lay of the land. Then, we'll get our digital compass working. After that, we'll learn to read the signs, and we'll finish up with your key takeaways. Okay, first up, understanding the map. Before you can explore a new world, you have to get a feel for its basic layout. For us, that means understanding how Linux organizes, well, everything. So this big layout is called the File System Hierarchy Standard, or FHS. But here's the one thing you really need to remember. In Linux, everything, and I mean everything, starts from a single place. The root directory is just a /. That's it. Think of it as the absolute center of our digital city. And this city has different districts for different things. For example, /home is like your personal neighborhood. It's where all your files live. Then you have /bin, which is like the city's toolshed, packed with all the essential commands. And /etc, that's the control room, full of configuration files. Thinking about it this way makes it way easier to remember where things are. And here's a little pro tip for you. If you ever feel lost or just want to know more, you can type man here in the terminal. It pulls up the official manual for the entire file system. It's literally like having the city's master blueprint in your back pocket. Now, to get around this city, you need an address. An absolute path is kind of like a full GPS address. It always starts from the city center, that /, and it gives you the complete step-by-step route to any file or folder. No ambiguity. But let's be real, you don't always need to use the full address. A relative path is like a local's shortcut. It gives directions based on where you are right now. It uses a single dot to mean right here, and 2 dots to mean the folder 1 level up from here. Let's see how this actually works. So imagine you're in a projects folder, and you need to get to a logs folder that's right next to it. Instead of typing out that whole long address from the root, you can just use the relative path, /logs. It just means go up 1 level and then pop into the logs folder. So much quicker. Okay, so we've got the map, we understand the layout. Now it's time to get our digital compass and learn how to actually move around this new world. Let's look at the basic tools for getting from A to B. It really just boils down to 3 simple commands that answer 3 really basic questions. PWD is for where am I, LS is for what's around me, and CD is how you say, all right, let's go over there. That's pretty much it. So let's start with PWD, which stands for Print Working Directory. This is your digital GPS. Anytime you feel a bit lost, just type PWD, hit enter, and bam! The system tells you your exact location, your absolute path. No more guessing. Next up, LS. This is basically the command line version of double-clicking a folder to see its contents. You just type LS, and it lists all the files and folders right where you are, so you can see what your options are. And then my favorite, CD, which means change directory. This is your personal teleporter. You just type CD followed by where you want to go, using either a full address or a shortcut, and poof, you're instantly there. Here's another awesome explorer's tip for you. Sometimes you need to type out a path that includes your username, and maybe you forgot the exact spelling. It happens. Just type who am I. The system will tell you exactly who it thinks you are. It's a simple way to confirm your identity. All right, we've figured out how to get around. But, what's the fun of exploring if you can't actually read what you find? So next, let's learn how to read the digital signs, how to actually look inside the files we come across. We've got 4 main tools for this, and you can think of it like reading a scroll. If you want to see the whole thing at once, you use cat. If you just want to see the beginning, you use head. Just the end, that's tail. And if the scroll is super long, less lets you read it 1 page at a time. Now, head and tail are a fantastic duo. By default, head shows you the first 10 lines of a file. It's perfect for a quick peek. But tail, tail, is a lifesaver. It shows you the last 10 lines, which is amazing for things like log files, where you just want to see the most recent activity. So what do you do when a file is hundreds or even thousands of lines long? That's where less becomes your best friend. It opens the file and lets you read it one screenful at a time. You can go forward with the spacebar, backward with B, or just use your arrow keys to scroll. When you're done, just hit Q to quit. It gives you total control. So let's just recap our little journey here. We've gone from looking at a blank, intimidating screen to becoming an empowered digital explorer. You now have the real foundational skills to find your way around this place. So here it is, your Explorer's Toolkit, all in one spot. You've got your compass for getting around, PWD, LS, and CD. You've got your tools for reading signs, cat, head, tail, and less. You get the difference between the full address and a local shortcut. You know how to check your ID with Whoami. And oh yeah, don't forget the ultimate shortcut, that little tilde key. Typing that is like clicking your heels and saying, "There's no place like home." It's an instant link to your personal home directory. That intimidating black screen? It's not a void anymore, is it? It's a world. It's a city. It's a landscape waiting for you. You have the map and you have the compass. So now the only question left is, what are you going to discover?